Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Sunday in the Wellness Lounge. We have a special guest with us today, Zsanett Lazar. Zsanett, you're very welcome to the Wellness Lounge.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much.
And more importantly, Zsanett is actually in Budapest at the moment. So how are things in Budapest, Zsanett?
So I'm in Budapest and it's actually really lovely and sunny here. So all the weekend, especially now today, it's lovely and sunny and warm. And even though we cannot really do much, because there are some restrictions, we can still go outside and do some running and exercise and walking. So it's great.
Okay, great. Yeah, we've got the good sunshine as well. So fingers crossed it'll stay that way for a while. So Zsanett, before we talk a little bit about you, you're a life and nutrition coach, you're a fitness instructor, passionate about sport, passionate about many things. So we're very excited about handing over the Wellness Lounge to you today. Tell us a little bit about your experience over the last few weeks. So I believe you were living in Ireland,
Yes,
but then when this happened, you actually returned to Budapest.
Yeah, so what happened is I lived in Limerick. So I lived in Ireland before anyway for 3 years, and then the last year again I lived in Ireland, in Limerick. And so before just, this virus situation just exploded, I actually just came back just in case, if anything happens here, so a friend or a family, needs me.
Sure.
So yeah, it's been quite a change, to be honest, because it's very different. Once you get used to living in a different country, and I've been there for quite a while, and then like all the jobs stopped and all the fitness center were closed, and everything just kind of reposed. So yeah, it's definitely something very new again, very different that I getting used to. But I'm really close, even though I'm isolating myself for the last few weeks because I took the flight. So I still don't meet my friends and my family, but it's great to be, closer to them.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. So that seems like there was a bit of stress in making that decision, and then the stress of traveling as well. So how have you been minding yourself in this time? So what have you been doing to support your own well-being?
Yes, so what I'm doing a lot of meditation.
Okay.
I think for me that really helps, and also doing yoga. I do yoga every day. I either do it in the morning or in the evening or both. It depends on my work and how much time I have. I also really pay attention for my nutrition, and I really make sure that I keep in contact with other people, that love me, and keep in contact with family, and try to socialize as much as I can through the internet. That's what I'm doing, and keeping myself busy. But meditation, that's definitely something, and exercise that really helped me.
Yeah, what I loved about your bio, when we were kind of talking during the week, was this approach that you take, this holistic approach, mind, body, and spirit. And I know that you have some lovely plans for us today in the Wellness Lounge, which we're going to talk about in a few moments. But what are you finding the most challenging part of? Is it the social isolation that's the most challenging at the moment for you?
Yeah, I think so. I would say, like it's very different when you are isolated with your partner or with your family, with your children. It's such a different situation. I'm not saying that's better, because it must have disadvantages as well, of course. So I can spend so much time, over planning and thinking and writing. That's great. But on the other hand, I find this very challenging sometimes. Even though I love spending time alone, I think I'm more like an introvert. In a way, even though I love communication and people, but I really think I'm more introvert than extrovert. And but it's still very challenging, because I think it's been almost 2 months now. Yeah. Almost 2 months. And I think. And also, I think one of the most challenging thing about this is, we cannot really go outside training anywhere. Like there are places where we are allowed to go, and then if it's too many people, then I prefer not going outside, at the moment. So just kind of having the daily routine that really helps, because if I don't have the daily planning and routine, that can be very challenging when you're on your own.
Yeah, and I think you're right, and in that then there's great learning in that. We're kind of learning about our limiting beliefs a little bit, and we're kind of having to think outside the box and being more creative, and we're really been, I think, pushed into, thinking, well, what can I do? What else is there? So, because when the choice is taken away from you and the restrictions are there, then we really do have to be innovative at home. And I think that's what's really unique about the Wellness Lounge as well, because we're all in this together. So you're in your home and I'm in my home. And today everybody is in their home and they're going to be watching you as well. And I think there's great kind of camaraderie and support and, empathy, because there you were, you've been through a challenging time as well, but you still really want to reconnect with some of them, because I saw some people really excited about having you on the page, people that obviously have worked with you before, and then other people, getting to know you now, but also to acknowledge that you get this, and these are the tools that you're putting into practice. So the meditation and your journaling, as you said, your exercise, and that's what's supporting you, and that's kind of what we want to get across in the Wellness Lounge, that these are the tools that we use, because we do go through, obviously, like, we're human beings, we go through this stuff as well, but we really want to move through it and support ourselves and show up for ourselves as well. So with that said, a life and nutrition coach, a fitness instructor, you're still studying sports, I believe, you mentioned yoga, so you're passionate about mind, body, spirit, and supporting people to achieve their goals. So what can we expect from you today, Zsanett?
Yeah, so today I'm so excited about today, because the topic I chose is the topic of fear, and how fear can prevent us from achieving our goals. So, and also I would like to talk about how to find our purpose by the help of fear and failure. And because that's really interesting, it's really connected, and also I would like to give you a meditation, like a gratefulness and love meditation.
Fabulous. Okay,
it's lovely. Yeah,
that sounds great. As someone, like most people, I have lived with fear my entire life, and only now in my 40s am I actually unraveling and discovering that fear, and even physically there's parts of my body that's really tense, and I can now actually correlate that to fearful thinking that I have been holding all the time, and some of the most successful people out there talk about how they're grateful for their failures because of what they learned and the clarity they got. So I'm so excited that you're bringing this to the Wellness Lounge, because there are people out there at the moment who've lost jobs. You've lost your job, or your business has
did, yeah. In a way, I did.
So people can feel, even though it's not their fault, it's external circumstances, they can kind of feel really why me? They can feel very angry at themselves. And I love that you're kind of saying, well, what can you create? What can you learn from this? And what kind of good can you get from this? And obviously gratitude is something then that we preach about all the time in the Wellness Lounge. So Zsanett, we are so excited about handing the Wellness Lounge over to you in Budapest, live from Budapest today. It's our international coach. I hope you enjoy it. I know that all the people watching will enjoy it, and we just want to say thank you so much for supporting us, and and enjoy your day. So thank you very much, Zsanett.
Thanks so much. I'm so happy to be here and to share my thoughts with you, with everyone, and I'm really looking forward to today. So see you soon.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.